So that alignment process is, we've got a framework which is dreams, goals, learn, plan, implement to get the results, right? So using that framework, it's about starting with the vision of what my client wants out of life. Because if we don't have a clear picture of what that looks like, then it's harder to kind of crystallize the right plan. So I encourage them to really stretch themselves to think about that vision of the life, 5 years out, 10 years out, what does it look like? Think of it in real technicolor. What does it look like? A vivid picture of what that looks like, and what are the main components of it around wealth, around the things that they'll be doing, the environment they're in, the whole picture. Start with that, and then start breaking that down into long-term goals, medium-term goals, short-term goals. So long terms are the 5 plus years out, the medium terms are in the next 12, 18 months, and the short term is breaking that down into kind of 90-day cycles, quarters, because for me, 90 days is short enough to be in focus, but long enough to get some significant things done, made up of 12, 13 weeks. So if you can break down 90-day goals into weekly actions, and you can really step on those actions week on, you can get some significant things done, get real traction. So that's the process. Start with the vision, the dreams, get them on a dream chart, on a vision board, so you can see them every day. Because there's a really important process at play here. It's called the reticular activating system, which is part of your brain, where the brain's got millions of bits of data coming in to it through all our senses, sight, sound, touch, smell, etc. But the brain can't process all of that. We got what I like to think is the conscious brain, which is a temporary place to store information. Think of it like a post-it pad. And then you've got your subconscious, which is like a huge network of NASA supercomputers, incredible processing power. So the reticular activating system, there's a set of cells which act like a filter to pass on information from the subconscious, from the conscious to the subconscious, to say, look out for this is really important to me. So when we set goals, and we may make those goals more vivid and give them real color, and we verbalize them, and then we visualize them, and we affirm them, as in we look at them and talk to ourselves about those goals on a regular basis, review them, and then you materialize them. It's a process called IVVM: idealize, visualize, verbalize, materialize. Then you are, I guess, wiring your subconscious brain to go look for those goals. A good example will be if you decide you want to buy a bright red Aston Martin of a particular model. When you go out on the road, what do you start seeing? You start seeing Aston Martins. You start seeing the colour that you've got in mind, and the make, the model that you've got in mind, because you've told yourself, your subconscious brain, look out for this is really important to me. Do I like the car? Do I like the make? Do I like the model? Do I like the colour? And they're suddenly they're everywhere. That's the reticular activating system in play. So when we set goals and we apply that process, we are massively increasing our chances of achieving them, because that subconscious is going after it while we sleep.